One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booger bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even me that, I don't want none of it. It's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Y'all is a laser, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act the fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Cop a roof all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Allen. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Chris Ivory with his first carry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. Green, 39! Green, 39! Detroit!
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey. No. Check. Patriot.
On 2nd down, Collins. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
On 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
These Bills, Charles, broke the 17-year playoff drought under first-year head coach Sean McDermott. And while Bills fans, they reveled in their team's return to relevance. We know the NFL. It's a what have you done for me lately business. So what can we expect in 2018?
I think a continuation of what head coach Sean McDermott started last year, creating the new culture for the Bills, upgrading their defense. But the big thing, they need more plays from the quarterback position that are downfield, chunk plays to take some of the pressure off the defense. Remember, only 3 points scored in the playoff loss to the Jaguars.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen will try again on 2nd down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
The Ravens making their way out here, Charles, and a heartbreaking last-second loss to the Bengals Week 17 last year. Kept them out of the playoffs, into their season at 9-7. And, you know, since winning Super Bowl 47, they've now missed the playoffs for the last 5 years.
They want to get back to doing things the Ravens way, which means toughness on both sides of the ball. So they'll want to continue to run it with Alex Collins. They added Orlando Brown in at right tackle. They want better push up front. But they have to throw the ball better as well.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 23. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now it's Jackson dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Here's Jackson on 3rd down. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss, gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. 19.
On first down, Allen. It's complete to Jeremy Curley. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Yeah, because you miss those first two, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just one throw.
On first down, this is Ivory. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Again, it's McCoy, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. To the air, Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Trying to get it to Clay that time. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now Jackson on second down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. But it's his first career game, and now he has thrown his first career interception.
So let's face it, that's very simply his welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it?
Get it out of the way, right?
Get it out of the way, and he hopes it'll be the last for this game and not too many in his
Let's
career.
go! Blue 90! Leopard! Blue 90!
So after the INT, it's Allen. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Gone! 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 Now let's go! Blue 90! Gone! Blue 90!
Allen looks to throw on second down. Thrown in. It's for Sean Perriman. And he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
On second down, here's Allen. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Bills on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Bills on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. 3-19.
To throw, it's Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
First carry here for Taiwan Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It was Anthony Averett who got him down. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
throw on third down. Allen is complete to the tight end Clay. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And Hauschka's kick is good. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills are in for 6.
And how about that for Josh Allen? His first. He had plenty of success while at the University of Wyoming. But when you throw your first touchdown in the league, that's what you've been dreaming of since you were a small child.
One to cherish forever, and you talk about his success. He had 44 touchdown passes in his 2 seasons at Wyoming. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go. So you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Play action. It's Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Allen to throw on second down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
After the interception, here's Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Kyle Williams. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it'll bring up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Gone! Watch him now, Barney!
On third down, Jackson. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll run it now. Out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. And that is Allen still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And able to find John Brown. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Detroit.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson. Steps away to his left. Oh, fighting off the defender. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. This is caught. The first NFL touchdown pass for the former Heisman winner, Lamar Jackson, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
3rd and goal, Jackson. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Star Latulippe coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Here's Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. Benjamin's got it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and maybe an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now Allen to throw. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Collins. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Star Latulele in on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action with Jackson. He's got Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Jackson on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Scott. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Ravens on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Back to Philly. Here we go. Gone.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. The first NFL touchdown pass for the former Heisman winner, Lamar Jackson. And now they have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Gone. All right, now, lucky 56.
To throw again is Jackson. His throw incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on the 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Ivory. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Detroit! Leopard!
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
One final try here for Allen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now they'll try and run the sweep to McCoy. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 32 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Allen going to throw. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And the Ravens taking the field. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go again with Collins, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Jackson on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They go play action now. Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Detroit!
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He will find Scott on the right side complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Collins. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Back to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The first carry for Patrick DeMarco. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Second down, Ivory. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. Well, they gave it a shot. Quarterback sneak. Not able to get it.
No, but if you're going to call a QB sneak on third down, you draw it up to get it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Maybe they were thinking 4-down territory.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
One last shot for Jackson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the math back on Monday, so rock Friday. This is sweet. Saturday, that just was plastic. I said, babe, it's, he said it's them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He made sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? And I look at my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this line, the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch. That why they call it trampoline. Bed back on Monday, so rock Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that just reply.
Yo, Sterling, how good is Blinks compared to everyone else in the league? Sterling, you there? Sterling, Nick. I was just wondering, like, how good is Blinks compared to the rest of the league?
Blinks is top 3, but I don't know.
He's top 3?
Yeah, that's crazy. They beat the number 2 player in salary cap rank.
Damn, that's nuts. Yeah, no, he was just doing cross routes deep to Willie Snead, so I just covered him in the second half, and that was that. Yo, Sterling, were you watching? That was fucking stupid. I had a TD with Kelvin Benjamin, stiff-armed one dude, trucked another, and he fumbled it at the 1 yard line and went out of bounds, and he got the ball. Oh, and MASL?
I traded. I mean, I needed those FA picks. That's why I didn't want to put the FA picks for trade control.
Yeah, I didn't even play that game with Jordan Poyer because I had to send that trade back. So I was playing with Vontae Davis at safety.
Will you have to resend the trade?
Yeah, we did it without approval because I didn't feel like going through the shit, and I got one through, but I have to send back Jordan Poyer for a first and a second.
You didn't know that you could send the first one every time?
No, I knew. I just acted like I didn't know and hoping they didn't say anything.
Was Deion Dawkins in that trade or no?
Deion Dawkins is another trade. That went through. It was Deion Dawkins and a young safety for a first and a third.
That's what happened. Okay. Because what do you call it? He hit me up and he was like, yo, our trade might have to go back.
Yeah.
Because I had Deion Dawkins. So I was tight. But I got, alright, so I traded Evan Ingram into Damian Harrison, and I got Layla Collins. I got mad people from the Cowboys if you go look.
Yeah, I'll take a look at your roster now. I got a cut, so I'll be back on tonight.
Are you going to take a look at my roster now? Or?
Yeah, I'm going to take a look. Okay, yeah, fuck, here, I'll do it now.
I just want to see what you think about it.
Oh fuck, no, that's wrong screen. I mean, yo, I like what I've been doing. Like, that entire game, I was just, like, swapping out running backs. I just ran it down his throat. Like, I had 18 rushing attempts, I think, and I didn't have the ball that bunch. I just, like, I put a McCoy in one, then I put Ivory the next, then I put Jones the other one. Alright, let's see, QB. Are you starting Manning or Laletta? You're starting Laletta, right? Are you starting Manning or Laletta? Okay, yeah, good. Hey, your receiving core and everything looks the same. Like your Daryl Williams. Oh yeah, like. Oh, you got Deion Dawkins. What did you give up for him? Yeah, that's crazy. I got a first and a third for him, essentially. Yeah. No, yeah, you got like one of the best O-lines in the league now.
Yeah, I didn't see before I played I needed this close from the Cowboys. I didn't have any corners and I didn't have safeties. So I was just playing with the Jaguars with no essentially DBs, and I couldn't.
Man, you got smacked.
Yeah. I didn't even get smacked because when first the Cowboys played the game. Second, I didn't want to play Daniel Holmes because he couldn't get. I didn't want him to get hurt. That's the point that in the trade. I couldn't get hurt.
Yeah. I like the trade. I just I don't know about your D line and your linebacking core, but I like it.
I got those oldies, and they can just catch them. Like, not that they can catch them, but they know how. Like, they can just hit. So.
Yeah, I'm really happy with my fucking secondary and linebacker core.
There's a Mod Brooks, and what's his name? There's somebody else. A Mod Brooks and somebody else. There's another Lawrence Timmons. Because at the end of the day, I don't need them to be fast. I need them to be able to catch the people I need to catch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This 2K is so much better than the last one. So much better. They actually defense is so much better this year. What other trades have you done? So are you tanking?
No. I'm just doing my best with what I got.
Did you have to trade? I got a first.
What depends what you need. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't need a tank because I'm drafting O-line only this draft. So like, if I was picking high, it would help, but like, I'm not sweating over if I pick number 3 overall or number 12 overall. It's not a big deal to me. But yeah, like I got my first, Carolina's first, second, Carolina's third and mine, and I got Max fourth. Oh yeah, I made one more trade. I got Joe Schobert from Mac for Jerry Hughes. He's really good, like 81 overall, outside linebacker, quick dev, 83 speed. Yeah, oh, D-line, like 83 overall, 32 years old. I didn't need him. Kyle Williams and Trent Murphy, but Shaq Lawson is going to be. Block shed? 80. I have one speed rusher who I don't play at all, Lorenzo Alexander. He's 81 overall and 83 speed. Finesse move? His block shot is low, it's at 72. His finesse move doesn't even show up here. No, he's not bad. He's got all the traits and everything. Like a 3rd round pick. Huh? What's his name? No. I'm not in the market for old guys yet. What would you want? Take a look then. Depends on his contract, but I wouldn't mind that. Like, yeah, because I got Philip Gaines there right now. He's not the worst. He's not the best either.
Are you trading to do this stuff or
No.
Oh, Zay Jones?
No, not Zay Jones either. Actually, maybe on Zay Jones. It depends how Perryman does. I think I'm actually going to keep my receiving core how it is. Benjamin Jones, Perryman. Yeah.
He got cut. Yeah, I was gonna pick him up, but there was no way I could pass on CJ Green and not make him a point.
Yeah, I was debating between Perryman and Coleman, but I think Perryman's a better pick.
I picked John Franklin from left too.
Damn, somebody took my running back. I was gonna take Orleans Darkwa too. Are we allowed to sign practice squad players? Fuck. What running back? Oh, okay. Yeah, because this year I'm running a 3 running back set. I'm rotating it every down. No, well, like, because my O-line is shit. I can't throw the ball. Like, I'm just... It worked for me last game. No, I don't like it. He's too slow. 89. Yeah, 89. 87 XL. Yeah, I remember last year it was decent. Nah, no way. I'm gonna pass on that. But yeah, like, I had like 7 rushes with McCoy, 7 with Ivory, 3 with Taywan Jones. Calvin Benjamin? I'm gonna have to take a look. I like my receiving core where it's at, but after he fumbled that ball that game, like, I'm really mad at him. Yeah, he's good for those high points over the middle of the field, like those posts and those slants. No, it's like worlds apart, because Jenkins is a high overall.
Hey, Shorts, you're done? Elite! Congrats on the dub, dog.
Yeah, I didn't know Blinks was nice like that.
He's fucking ass. I don't know why he played that bad.
Sterling, do you watch the stream?
Yeah, I watched it all.
Yeah, did you see that? You see that fucking that Calvin Benjamin fumble?
In the middle of the field?
No, man. When he was on like the 1 yard line, he fumbled it out of bounds in the end zone.
Oh, I didn't see that. That was playing fucking Andy up.
Yeah, and there was one where fucking Hayden Hurst like didn't catch the ball, and they said it's a completion.
I saw that one.
Oh yeah, Sterling. Any suggestions, or that do good?
I don't know. You did pretty good, dude.
Who just said my name?
Who's
All right, I'll catch you guys later. Hey, I'll go get ready. I'm going to the Jays game.